rap and publishing states as we slide in the G-Ride. I've been getting criticized, it's keeping me energized. Create with a business mind, I'm from where killers reside. A wild hood, only knew wounds since my childhood. Say anything in they raps cause it sound good. Don't even mean what they say, horrible outlook. Y'all ain't really about this house. Y'all was in the house with it. We don't respect fake jewelry and silly outfits. Window down, blowing out great tits. New York's J. Prince on Houston Street. I caught the bounce before my even bounced the beat. I took the hard way and man, it's the route for me. Run me the keys, run me the bees, run me that flow back. The top 3, I'm not number 1, how could you post that? I would've crowned the city is mine, you cannot hold that. I'm not the one to go back. Meet Joe Black. Run me the keys, run me the bees, run me that flow back. The top 3, I'm not number 1, how could you post that? I would've crowned the city is mine.
It's week 2 of the...
Into the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. This will be fielded inside the 5. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Chicago's offense running out, and something they hope to see for years and years to come. Second-year pro Justin Fields leading the way. They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on first and second down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Fields now to throw. This one swung out to Montgomery. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss there. Now 3rd and 14. This defense for the Packers, terrific last week in the season opening victory.
In today's NFL, when you talk about goals for defenses, and you think that maybe you'd like to hold them under 14 points or so, we think our offense can usually get 17 to 20, so that's a reasonable goal. But when you hold a team under 100 yards of total offense, you're going to win 99 times out of 100. And the one game you lose, you'll know who to blame.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. Fielded just inside the 30. It'll be a 10-yard return following a punt of 45. And they will take over 1st and 10. And here comes the winner of the last 2 NFL MVP awards, Aaron Rodgers, as he brings his Packers out for their first series of the game. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. The numbers for Jones last week, very productive. 3 touchdowns, 2 of them on the ground, 1 through the air.
And it will always be a compliment to say that a guy's got a nose for the end zone, and he sure had it last week.
Jones. And down to the 36-yard line here. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. They'll go again to Jones. Good footwork at the 30. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. From the shotgun, again to Jones. Eddie Jackson with a tackle. The Packers are 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1, and they were able to get that road victory in the opener. Now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do a Week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. From the 2, here's 1st and goal. Now Jones. And the second effort gets him in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Packers put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. Rodgers will throw for it. That's caught at the 1. And he will get in to make it touchdown. Here's Crosby to kick it away. From the 10. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
On second down, Montgomery. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. Flush to his right. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Fields, we know he has the good mobility. He flashes it there as he scrambles for the first down. Now Fields. Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. To throw is Fields. Man open, that's Byron Pringle complete.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
1 quarter down, 8-0 the score. The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Montgomery back to the ground. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. And the last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Fields lead. Montgomery hit, and the ball is loose. And the Packers pick it up. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line.
This drive didn't end well, but if they can keep stringing these together, they'll like what they're doing. That was an 8-play drive before it ended in a fumble. So the takeaway's got to be doing what we want to do and doing it well. Just got to take care of the ball at the end.
And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. From midfield, here's Rodgers. That's complete, and once again, it's Cobb. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. This one swung out here to Jones. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 23 yards, the final tally. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. An inside give to Jones. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Throwing now is Rodgers. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Here's Rodgers. He's got it. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Jones is in. Touchdown, Packers. So how about this start to a year? Fantasy owners take note. 2 rushing touchdowns in the opener. 2 more here in week 2.
So a nice pickup by 2 entities. 1, this team for making sure they acquired this guy. And 2, anyone who plays fantasy who has him on their team.
They'll try and throw for it. It's complete. And he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Back to throw. Fields. That's complete right side to Kmet. And he's got room. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 1:52 to play until halftime. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's Fields. And again back to Kmet. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 20-yard line. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them at the end zone as the first half winds down.
Throwing again is Fields. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. From the gun on 3rd down, Fields dancing to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Santos' kick is up and through, and they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point of drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
The Packers with a football here late in this first half. And with a 14-3 advantage already, we'll see how much they want to try to push things, if at all. Rodgers now on 1st down. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Young. And the Bears are going to take possession of the football.
So the first thing that crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. To throw again on 2nd down. Fields. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Santos' kick is up and through, and a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And this is caught by Watkins. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. On now is Mason Crosby, who's hit from as far as 58 in his career. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And that will extend their lead here to 17-6. So as it turns out, a 2-play drive resulting in the field goal. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, they'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. Sorry, Coach, put a pin in that. We are going to move right on to the third quarter here. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Holding, receiving.
So holding will scratch off some of that return.
And I know fans get frustrated when they see penalties of this sort on kick returns, but it is difficult to do it right against these moving targets at full speed. Hard to do.
And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's second down. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Rodgers. He's got Watkins on the out route. Oh, good move. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. This offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10. Now Rodgers. This is caught with a catch right side. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 2nd and 2. To throw, it's Rodgers. That'll be complete to Allen Lazard. And he's going to have it